Ah, gather close, lads and lasses, and let me spin ye the saga o' Anders, the bold, the stubborn, the ever battling creator. A tale fit to be told, wi' a pint in hand and the fire crackling low. It started as these things often do, wi' a spark, a wild idea that Anders couldna ignore. A learning platform built from the bones of a humble PDF reader. Aye, ambitious like taming a dragon with naught but a whistle and some string. At first, it was all sunshine and daisies. Anders sat there, sketchpad in hand, scribbling like a bard with a new song brewing in his soul. He fed his sketches and prompts to Lovable, that unpredictable beast, and watched as an interface began to take shape. His heart soared, the lad beaming like he'd just won a hog at the fair, but then the trouble started. Oh, didn't it just? OpenAI's API was as agreeable as a grumpy old goat, and Anders found himself fighting tooth and nail. Lovable, the cheeky devil, wasn't much help, spitting out errors and nonsense like a drunk scribe at the end of his shift. Anders, nae one to back down, linked it to GitHub to get a better look, only to find an ancient library sitting there as useful as a rusted sword. Still, Anders was nae fool. He refused to sully his hands with manual code. This was AI's job, after all. So, off he went to Claude, another clever contraption, begging it to fix the mess. And Claude, bless its wee circuits, whipped the code into shape, bringing it to the glorious heights of version 2. Anders copied it back, and for a moment, just a moment, all was well. Then came the lesson viewer. Oh, what a cursed thing it turned out to be. Lovable, the daft beast, couldn't tell the difference between lesson planner and lesson viewer. Now, it started mixing things up like a baker with too much ale in his belly, creating some strange hybrid script in the middle. Anders, the sort to let chaos rule, decided to scrap the whole thing and replace it with teacher. But Lovable had other ideas. It flung lesson planner out the window, renamed the viewer to teacher, and conjured a shiny new lesson button from thin air. At this point, Anders was burning the midnight oil. Literally, the clock struck 12 and his $20 plan fizzled out. Did he give up? Not Anders. He threw $50 more into the pot and kept going. A man possessed by his dream. By 3 a.m., Anders was neck deep in madness. Lovable was ripping apart components, losing track of what was where, and even started deleting bits of unrelated code like some drunken carpenter hacking at the wrong tree. Still, Anders, stubborn as a Highland ram, soldiered on, calling it good enough just to get some rest. But when he looked closer, he saw it. The refactoring. Ah, the refactoring. Lovable, in its infinite wisdom, decided to clean up by removing unused code. And in doing so, it hacked away at the heart of Anders's work. The open AI integration, gone. The lesson builder, vanished. Teacher functionality and quiz generation, reduced to smoke and ash. It was a massacre, plain and simple. And so Anders, weary but nae defeated, made his call. This beast's nae fit for my vision, he muttered, turning to GitHub to piece it back together. Every commit was a clue, every push a breadcrumb on the trail to rebuild his dream. Lovable may have been a treacherous ally, but Anders, the clever bastard, wasn't about to let it win. Aye, a tale of grit, ambition, and sheer bloody-minded determination. Anders, the creator, the fighter, marches on. And one day, mark my words, we'll see his platform rise from the rubble greater than ever, and we'll toast to the man who refused to yield. Slint, Anders, slint.